This is the interview podcast 513. Is it an interview? Is it a podcast? I don't know. It's something in between. Today's episode is with Casey Lacey. We're calling this series We Listen, We Judge, We Have Questions. Enjoy.
Is that how you have all that energy?
All my shit. Yeah, right.
Well, let's just jump into it.
I crash with it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just jump into it. I'm Diggity, Dean Sampson, whatever you feel like calling me today. Your name is, what's your name?
Casey Lacey.
No, just kidding. I know Casey Lacey. Hey, we barely know each other, but do you want to start a podcast?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great, because I've been thinking about calling it We Listen, We Judge, We Have Questions.
Oh, yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, just a middle-aged and near middle-aged white guy from the comfort of their home rooms talking about whatever the fuck they want. I like it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. That's what we're here for.
So, anyway, you got some good news today. You're like leading the Reds in some type of way or something shit?
Yes, sir. Reds Rally Pack leader.
What does that mean?
It's like pretty much like on like when you go to the Reds game, like on the screen, like I'll be like one of the dudes like interviewing people, doing like the gift shop tour, all that kind of stuff.
That's dope. How'd you get that?
Yeah. I seen it on LinkedIn and I applied.
It was on LinkedIn?
It was on LinkedIn, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like sort of low key kind of popping on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Like on all my social media, that's like the best one that I have.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I have a lot of connections. I have like solid connections too on there. But
You have to give me the sauce sometime.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dude, are you on there?
No. I mean,
really? Dude.
Yeah, I feel like I should, because I can't even get McDonald's to call me back right now.
Dude, they have all kinds of shit on there. Like, it's crazy.
Indeed is not the way. Indeed is not the way. You will indeedly be unemployed. Man. So I'm not gonna lie. This is just it's just a fun. What I feel about Casey is a wholesome. Obviously, he just got selected for the Reds Rally Pack. He's a wholesome kind of comedy, but we're guys, and we think like guys. And
yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. The more I've been doing research and diving in rabbit holes, and it depends which. I think the rabbit holes get some more severe. Like I feel like TikTok gets the deepest rabbit holes, just because they're like we have the real knowledge of the world, unless you're Germany. And then it didn't happen, right? But
like Germans.
I think there's a correlation, and tell me if I'm wrong. And I know, and all these things are just thoughts that have happened in my head, and then I do a little bit of research. And but our Neanderthals, bear with me, they started out primitive humans, hunter-gatherers. Are they the common ancestor of Down syndrome? And before anybody comes for me, this is our first show, so you can't really cancel much. And my best friend has a family member with Down syndrome, and we asked them if it was okay, and they said yes. So I guess they speak for everyone. But what do you think? I think like physically, they're short, they're stout. There's high functioning ones now.
Oh yeah, yes.
I saw one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw one's like been a lawyer. They're opening like cookie shops. Like they totally could have survived in the dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Just stay away from those big ass dinosaurs.
What part of the country do you think they're like lawyers in?
Utah,
Alabama, Missouri. Opening up cookie stores and like toy stores.
I don't know why there's such a stigma. They're the happiest people in the world.
Yes.
I feel like, and a lot of them are food driven. So I feel like if you gave them like basic, like they could live as like vegetarians. They could maybe like handle chickens. I don't know.
Everything would be meatballs. Like,
have you seen that cooking show that they do? There's like this one.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like they could slaughter chicken. I feel like some of them could probably get really good at it.
Yeah, like teach one of them like fondue or something. Like
chicken fondue.
Yeah. Fondue meatballs once again.
And now and we're not we're not here We're not to make fun, but we are here to break stereotypes that they can't accomplish things too. I did get kind of laughed though that like when those filters were coming out, and I think it was in bad taste, and like these really insanely hot women were putting a Down syndrome filter on their face. But the only people that were offended was us, our demographic, middle-aged white men. We're like, no, absolutely not. They cannot look like that. They're not allowed to look like that. That is disgusting. And I just got to believe there's like just a little Sarah with Down syndrome on our mom's couch. Like, why can't we look like that, Steve? We know how to work out.
Right.
If I work out, I can look like that, Steve. You're just mad. You want to fuck me. I think that's what they're really thinking. I think that's what Sarah's really thinking. I don't know about you. I don't know.
Just a great dancer. Like, just has so many hidden
A
talents.
tiny dancer, if you will.
Tiny dancer. Right?
Dude.
Making fire Instagram reels. Like,
Yeah.
so many dudes in the DMs.
Yeah, I think
like,
most people are just
constantly.
confused about their feelings for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this commercial too. My Ian, my friend who has the sister with Neanderthalism. He's like, there's a commercial. This girl orders like this girl with Down syndrome goes to the bar and she orders a margarita, and the bartender hands her a juice box. He's like, mighty bold of you to, or the girl, it's like, mighty bold of you to assume I can't have a margarita. She's an adult. I'll tell you one thing that used to fuck me up though is I used to see like the the Stephen Hawking people. I don't know what you call them, multiple cerebral palsy or whatever. And their caretakers would bring them in, and I was working at a Bravo, and they would drink. Like, how do they even order that? How did they ever know that they wanted that? But they have a fully functioning brain, so they're just like, beep, 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 beep. I want that. It's my money. Do you want this insurance check? Give me the booze.
At one point in time, somebody was just like, get whatever you want. Like, they've been paying attention that whole time. They're like, yeah, I want,
Yeah. Do they?
watermelon margarita.
I wonder what they feel like. I wonder what they feel like when they're drunk. Do they feel like they ever like were walking? You know what I mean? Does the room spin, or is it just because they like are holding their thing because they're drunk and it's just like spinning their chair?
Just want to dance and sweat like as much as possible.
Dude, speaking of, what do you think of this Venezuelan shit?
Dude, so are you like hip to like all the like Israel stuff, Netanyahu and all that?
Also, is Trump really Jewish, or is that just a thing that he's saying now?
Dude, I don't know. Like, that's like a hot take right now, dude. But I seen that this guy for the last like the president of Venezuela or whatever, he was like for like the past like 5 years has just been shitting on Netanyahu like constantly, and it's like, yo, like, is this like connected? Like, I don't know, but I mean, I did see somebody say they were like, did Trump just illegally import somebody? Like, it's so true.
Well, I mean, I guess they did war crimes, through the legislation, they'll be able to tie up like their case. But I mean, if you look back before he left office the first time, he was talking about doing this. They were already in dismay. China and Russia were already in there. So if they take control of the largest oil reserve and some of the highest mineral deposits, such as gold and things like that, it shifts the balance of power. And Trump was like, fuck that, we're closer. We're just going to take this bitch and do something. And honestly, it makes me feel oddly American. In a time of uncertainty where people have been talking shit, we might get those tariff checks. I don't know. If we just keep stealing shit.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on?
We take Greenland. We just sell it off a parcel at a time.
Yeah. We're just gonna he's just gonna randomly deport everybody from Indiana one day, just...
Speaking of Trump, I heard there's something that really bothers you, and it's Trump rap. What is this Trump rap? Tell me, explain this to me.
Dude.
Why we judge it?
I think so. I'm not trying to.
It's that Tom guy, right? Tom whatever.
Tom McDonald.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
god.
That guy.
It's the most cringing coworker music.
Do you remember when him and Ben Shapiro had the #1 song in the country? Him and Ben Shapiro, which is, for Ben Shapiro, absolutely hysterical.
Yeah. Dude, Ben Shapiro is closeted, I think, at least. But
you think what? Closeted?
I think Ben Shapiro, yes, for sure.
He does
it's
look like
dude, how do you
clenching.
go on for 5 hours about the same thing and you claim that you hate it? It's like, okay, but you know everything about it. All right. But dude, this wave of Trump artists is like the most cringing thing. I don't even care if you support Donald Trump. Like, if somebody supports Donald Trump, like, that's fine. But this music, like, you cannot get behind it. Like, it's the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, I don't know how anybody can listen to that shit.
Yeah. What's your least favorite lyric? Do you know?
There's one. There's like a guy that raps with Tom McDonald. His name's like Dax. He like got beat up by like Trey Songz a couple years ago.
I do. Some of Dax's music is okay, but Dax also, it feels like he has PTS from getting beat up by Trey Songz. You know what I mean?
yeah. Smacked the good out of him. Yeah. That dude has horrible bars. Like, that's like the worst shit I've like ever heard, for real. Like, he's like kind of lyrical and it flows sort of. I think all those guys do.
It's
but
just super corny.
Oh my god, man, that's terrible. I can't believe people even listen to that shit. But I know Tom McDonald did a song with Roseanne Barr too. Yeah,
I fuck with Roseanne.
Brought her out of the woodwork.
I'm not gonna lie,
I do too. I actually
fuck with Roseanne Barr. Yeah. Roseanne Barr is hilarious.
She actually is fucking cool. But bringing her out, she had dreads. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I wish Marge Schott was alive and we could get a reality show of Roseanne Barr and Marge Schott together.
Jerry Springer,
just selling Lincolns with black people in them. That's what I feel like Marge Schott would do. Do you remember when she said that about Barry Larkin? I don't know if you're old enough. She said it.
Yeah.
He's a $1 million N-word. And I was like, oh. Yeah, and everybody was like, that's the times. That's the times. I mean, she did pay for him.
Dude, that's... it's like no chill at all. Yeah. Like, jeez. Yeah. This city's crazy, man. People don't
should never buy and sell people. Just
no.
Buy and sell their services.
For sure.
If they agree to them. If they agree to them.
Fucking Barry Larkin, dude. Like, what did he do?
Barry was great, man. Barry was great. So, I mean, this is just going to be some more random topics. I mean, we're just kind of doing it. This is the first episode. You know what? This is the Rally Pack leader. I'm just going to go into it next. Especially, I've been seeing some chatter lately. I am an ally of the LGBTQ plus community. I am. Live your life, live your story, live your gender, live your pronouns, be whatever you want. I do get confused sometimes. And I think sometimes some people misgender or identify themselves, but apparently that isn't a thing. Can only LGBTQ plus people correct LGBTQ plus people? Is there, like, because I had a guy the other day that said he was trans, and he said that, but he was just a guy, but really he just decided he wanted to go by something else, like a name, and I thought that was just a nickname. That's what a nickname was, right? Isn't that what a nickname is?
Yeah, you're right.
Is that trans? And am I transphobic by being confused by being like, no?
I don't think you're trans. No, I don't think that's transphobic. But I do think that, like, technically they should police each other about that stuff or other people about it. But also at the same time, like, that's never gonna happen. Like, there's always gonna be some asshole out there that's gonna ruin, you know what I mean? Like, do it on purpose.
And like, is there a line for like even like trans people where they're like, you want to identify as a squirrel? That's what you want to be? Like, is that a line? Or they're like, you know what? People can be squirrels. They can be squirrels if they if they use their imagination enough. They can fly with Peter Pan as a squirrel. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, they can't. No, they can't.
Dude, if we were all squirrels, that would be. I mean, that would solve everything. You know,
Squirrel
what
Girl is the most powerful MCU character. But but I guess this is my question. I wonder if there's any correlation, and they say this too, and I do it with other things. Like I'm this might be a reach, and I'm not calling them terrorists, but hear me out. Terrorists learn how to fly the planes they flew into the Twin Towers by learning to through flight simulators, through video games. They used to have them at Dave and Buster's. They used to have actually one of the guys that I work. Yeah, terrorists were learning how to kill us at Dave and Buster's, and they were getting it for a 1999 deal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, and they said that was a direct correlation. Do you think? And I did a little study. Actually, I sent you the link. Did you look at it?
Yes.
We'll see if you did. So I was wondering if there was a correlation. I guess I could just stop beating around those. Is there a correlation between the rise in non-binary identification, and especially if you look at ages, say someone that's like preteen, puberty era, or early 20s, pandemic era, to cosplay, the rise in cosplay, where there's these literally fantasy worlds. My friend's dad, I'm going LARPing with him later this month. Just a bunch of grown men. I got to go be a monster for 16 hours. But that, and also games like Fortnite and Roblox, where you can change your skin. Gender doesn't matter. You can literally be whatever you want to be. And for a period of time when we weren't allowed out and to socialize, that was the social outlet. If you plug in and you do that for 12, 15, 16 hours a day, I mean, you see streamers doing the streaming now for a week, 2 weeks at it straight. You're going to rewire your brain. Do you think there's any connection in that? Because they're like, you know what? To half the world, I make money at this. I'm accepted. We meet up. We still play our characters. I'm a non-binary person.
I think there is for sure. Like, dude, if you play those games enough and you watch like all the characters, like if a kid's seen that, it would mess with your head a little bit for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these people, but it may be, if you want to go from the LGBT side, just help them find their truth, their confidence, their real person. They just found it by experimenting, because that's what we all did. We experimented, trial and error. But I want to read a little bit of information here. So I did some studying, and I said, I asked that question: is there any correlation between the rise in non-binary identification and things such as cosplay and character skins and things like that? They sell each other's character skins in games, and it suggests there are theorized connections with cosplay and Fortnite serving as platforms where individuals, including those identifying as non-binary, explore gender fluidity, find affirming identities, and express selves beyond rigid norms using avatars and costumes for safe experimentation, though motivations vary from deep identity work to simply enjoying a character. Key connections and theories: gender exploration and euphoria. Video games like Fortnite with customizable avatars and diverse skins offer a low-stakes environment for non-binary individuals to see themselves in different forms, fostering gender euphoria, a feeling of joy from affirming one's identity. Cosplay. There is often drawing on Judith Butler, suggesting cosplay, especially crossplay, dressing as a different gender, challenges gender norms by showing gender as a performance, though some cosplayers focus more on character attachment than political statements. And then we'll read one more. Fortnite's aleatory play. The game's randomized skins aleatory procedure encourage players to rethink gender, allowing for fluid identity performance and multimodal composition, moving beyond fixed categories. Yeah, I feel like it was a safe place for someone,
Yeah.
Because what?
Get Fortnited.
Yeah. I don't think. And you know what? This is a less awkward to experiment than, what we did was just tuck it and look in the mirror back in the day,
You're like, whoa.
Whoa. This is so smooth. Did you fuck me? I'd fuck you.
Yeah, right. I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We were there. I got you. That's why this is a team effort. So I do think that, and I think, you used to see, like, I guess, hear of cross-dressers, like, being, like, shocking, which was, like, the original transvestites. Apparently that term is considered dated and offensive nowadays. But I don't know. I guess you just call it a cross-dresser. But there's so many more options in a fucking Fortnite world, and you only get beat up in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, people, like, I don't know. People won't, like, target, like, certain skins in there, do they? Like in the game. Get this motherfucker.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Because, I mean, you got to think about, like, okay, there's a term, YNs, which I learned what that meant well after it actually was. I thought it was a gang, like YSL. But some of those people, same thing. They might live in a certain area, this and that, and guess what? Now they get to go kill people all day on GTA 5 for years. And there are real gangs, and they are targeting people in that game. And they're like, why can't we do this in real life? And that's how they clone Tyrone.
Dude, and you gotta think, like, dude, Guitar Hero, like, there's, like, Post Malone learned how to play music and stuff.
Do you think that's a real story? Do you think that's real? Like, do you think... No, there's no way.
It doesn't translate that good.
He was probably just really good also at Guitar Hero. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, like, Post Malone's story was like he wasn't a street guy. He just grew up in Texas. His dad was, like, the head caterer for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's the true story. Yeah, and then when he was, like, 16... He was a guitar prodigy, and his parents paid for him to go pursue his career, which sounds amazing because I love Posty.
Right.
He needs to stop Ozempic soon, though.
Dude, yeah, jelly rolls on the Ozempic.
They look like that's what AIDS does to people. Like that drastic change, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Sam Smith, when he first got skinny, I thought he had AIDS. And then he stopped Ozempic and started wearing a dress, and no AIDS.
Yeah, he is definitely influenced by Fortnite, in other words.
Sam Smith? Yeah. I like Sam Smith, though. That was one of the best records of all time. It really was.
Dude, he was pretty good. Like, when he was at his peak, I don't know if he still is. I don't really keep up with him like that. But, like, dude, back in the day, he was a big deal, man.
Yeah. And I think he could come back. I mean, he had that big hit... Body Shop, which also I don't know if I'm just a naive person or my heterosexual dumb man brain doesn't think that way. I did not get that song was about a sex change till about 2 months into singing the shit out of it loudly. Like, now, let me talk about that too. So, like, sometimes you find out one of your artists' favorite. Frank Ocean is a great example. They come out as a gay man, and some people can't sing their lyrics the same.
No.
Now, I think I think music is non-binary.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. That's a good point.
I do think music is non-binary. I think they're talking about love in general, unless they're, like, get specific, like Tyler, the Creator, does sometimes. I'm like, whoa, Tyler, you did that on purpose. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You dropped the dick in there on purpose. But... they have no problem with that, and that makes them feel strange. Now, I think it's a weirder argument than, say, the R. Kelly argument, where they're like, it's been long enough, he's been in prison, we can listen to his music again. It still makes me feel good, but that means you think of him, and you kind of okay his behavior. I can't deny it's not great music, and I did listen to it growing up most of my life. You don't hear it anymore. It's hard
for me to listen to Diddy, like, right
now.
Well,
it was always hard to listen to Diddy. Okay.
Yeah, but even like for me, it's like even like some of the Biggie joints. It's like, God damn.
Yeah. When you break down the layered meanings.
Yeah, it's like fuck. And like, dude, it makes you wonder about like Tupac too. It's like, dude, was Tupac like for real knowing this shit like in the 90s? Like,
I'm sure he was, but there's also a theory too that Tupac was just playing a character that got real.
Yeah, I have heard a
know?
lot of people say that.
Because he
Yeah.
went to like a prestigious like arts, creative arts school.
Bro, those
Um,
interviews are way different
yeah,
compared
and then
to
he
his.
played
Yeah.
Juice. He played the character in Juice. And they say he just never stopped playing that character, but it got real, especially when he got tied in with Suge Knight. And when
Suge
you have
Knight and
that
all
kind of
that.
protection, and you feel like you got the number one record in the world, and like you feel like you can do because you can.
Right.
Like look at somebody like Jack Doherty's little bitch ass. The shit that he does with because he has like that security that will fuck your world up. All right, all right.
That kid does literally whatever he wants, like all the
Yeah.
time.
And
Fuck
I
that
and I
kid.
will tell you, I felt like it's been a tough time for white guys, white men, not because like we're doing anything different. We're just being made to feel guilty about it. And they're making all of us answer for some of us. So some of us hold all of us accountable. Is that a fair statement?
Right. It
But
is for sure.
anytime that we're like, hey, I don't personally have as much white privilege as some others. And I get to that argument. It's some fucking goddamn streamer does the most ignorant, entitled white guy shit that one can do, and you're like, oh,
No, dude, for sure. It happens all the time. Like
yeah,
I feel like I get that every now and then. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I hear you.
You have you have an entitled looking face. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
you
Oh
definitely
yeah.
do. You
I
definitely do.
always have.
We can
Oh my
see
god.
why you got picked to lead the rally pack. Just
Exactly.
don't don't wear any pointy
They don't
hats.
know what they
Don't
opened
wear
up
don't wear
here.
any pointy hats, dude.
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
don't know what they got here. They're like, dang, we got this white guy. It's like, bro, you barely got a white guy, okay?
yeah. I'm gonna have to come in town when you're doing the rally pack one day, and hopefully you still have a job, and I can just randomly hop in an episode.
Dude, that would be so sick.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of weird, like the instructions I'm like following. It looks like I just show up like opening day or
And
something.
you
I
just
don't
talk to
know. It's
people.
something weird.
Are they
Yeah,
paying
literally.
you?
Yeah, I get paid for it
Nice.
for sure. It's
Nice.
really cool. Yeah, it's like definitely my first like big gig I've ever had. So
Yeah,
I
that's
never would
amazing.
have thought it would have been that.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, I tried for the past like year to get on at radio stations, things like that, and it just
Hmm.
didn't work out. So I don't think it didn't work out. I just don't think I was noticed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But now
But
you're learning how to stand out. That's awesome.
yeah,
You should. I would love for you to teach me some LinkedIn game.
dude,
I'll just
yeah,
create a
for
brand new
sure.
one. Start from there.
Yeah,
Because I need to learn how to build this media. Like I'm starting to get bookings, not enough to pay all my bills, but enough to pay most of them, I guess. But I really feel just like with some structure and some connections, I could really take it to the next level.
it's really great, like connecting with like small business owners, like things like
Yeah.
that. People like trying to just like build themselves. Like it's
Hmm.
like the perfect thing for that. I always like kind of like, especially like helping out at the school and stuff. Like I've been telling people, I'm like, don't post like anything like too, out there, like because you're like kind of sort of just trying to get hired by somebody, and they're like
Hmm.
seeing your walking resume like on this website. So I don't know. It's like it's really cool. I think if you use it right, like it can help a lot of people, but
You're talking about
also at the
LinkedIn
same time,
specifically?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like different than the other social medias. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like one thing I kind of like have always struggled with. I was like, why am I like so good on here, but like I'm not good everywhere else? And it's just because like I kind of am now leaning more into like the professional path, I guess, versus like,
Yeah.
trying to build my own thing over here. You know what I
Yeah, and
mean?
I
So
think I think that's what I'm trying to do as well. Is like get some, just I'm a meet the
yeah,
media
like
just
dude, you're
the media job.
established as hell. Fuck. So like,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't.
you are.
I still think I have a long way to go. I mean, we all do, but
We all do. Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely established. Like you're tapped into so many people. Like I always like
It depends what day of the
like
week if they like me or not.
oh yeah, but dude, like just Clay,
Yeah.
bro. I told him I was like, man, you'd be perfect for LinkedIn. Like
Hmm.
he was doing all that stuff with sports and that. I was like, man, I'm telling you, you got to get on here meet some of these ADs and like
All right.
coaches, all that stuff.
I'm gonna write it on the board. LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah. Especially you be down there in Florida, like, dude,
There's
you
a
could
lot more
type in
people.
like, yeah, like you can easily find people down there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's wild. I have like what I hate though is about LinkedIn, which I'm technically talking shit about a new coworker right now, but dude, like the Reds, like in-game DJ, like didn't follow me on like Instagram, but follows me on LinkedIn.
Yeah. That.
And I'm like, yo,
Yeah. That
like
shit
you're
is so
clout
hard.
chasing me on LinkedIn.
That shit's so hard, to be honest. It's so ridiculously hard. Like, and it's so tit for tat.
It is for sure.
My thing is though, like I have a rule that if I'm interviewing you, you have to follow me before we'll even negotiate. Or like,
Yeah, man.
and it's
Like, you
honestly
have to.
sometimes it surprises me because they reach out to me and I'm like, you reach out to me, you want to interview me, but you don't even follow me. Like that's confusing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They definitely gotta follow. Like, come on. But like that's what I was like kind of skeptical about. I'm like, okay, you're seeing what I'm doing over here in the professional world, but like in the world where like I kind of need a following built up, you're not supporting me. Like it's
and I will tell you too. Like I'm glad that Facebook and like Instagram stopped telling us when people unfollowed us. Like you just kind of got to discover on your own because I like that sometimes it hurts your feelings. Like what I do to Shelly, But I tell you, they found a new way to hurt your feelings. Like Instagram edits, I use that on occasion. And once you use it, anything that you post, it'll be like 800 people like this, and 76% skipped it, loser. I also love how Instagram like exposes your friends for being horny. You know what I mean? It was just like a picture of a fat ass. It'd be like 35,000 people like this, and Tim.
I love that. Yeah. I love.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God, dude.
Yeah. Dude, so what are your plans for this year? I mean, obviously we got the Reds thing. You're teaching at Ohio Media School. Is that where you're teaching?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I just started there. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just started there probably like a month ago.
Nice.
So,
I would say tell somebody I said hello, but I think they've had a turd over 3 times there. So
really, you know, well, if you don't have to tell me on here if you don't want to, but
I just don't remember who was there. I would have to think. Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the people from when I was there the second time are there.
Still there.
Yeah, and like I would say half of them from the very first time I was there. So I think it's kind of a revolving door there a little bit.
It is. I mean, it's a tough job. You get a lot of walks of life at a different stage, at a lot of different stages of their life in the doors there. I'm grateful though. I've got some of the people that I work with to this day I met at or through there. Like DJ already, that's my road dog. My dude Bobby, motherfucking motherfucking Bobby. I wish he would get his shit together. I'm gonna keep saying it on air until he does. Get the fucking batteries for your camera. Go to the castle. Get it fixed, Bobby. Are you are you a gamer? Are you a gamer?
I play. So I have an original Xbox, and then I got a racing simulator, like on my PC.
So no, not really.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not me either. I'm just too ADD, and you know what? I'm at this point now, like where I'm like I am 40, and I'm getting fat and complacent, and I'm accomplishing more things. I think most of it is just wintertime, but I also like when I got clean this most recent time. And I'm getting sustained clean time. I have gained like 30 pounds since I've got here.
Bro.
Yeah.
That in relationships will get you. Like, you get too comfortable with a girl. Oh, man. Put weight on.
Well, I've also been celibate for like 15 months. That was before this big belly. And honestly, it's weird. I don't know if it's bloating, but like at the beginning of the day, I'm like, you take those 2 morning shits, and then you're like, all right, I look like a decent human being today.
Yeah.
And then
when you first wake up, you're like,
yeah. You drink a soda, you eat 2 pieces of toast, and I look like I'm 9 months pregnant by the end of the day. And
yes. I look like the Grinch, dude. Yeah. Like I'm shaped just like him.
And honestly, I am shaped like those aliens that smoke cigarettes in Men in Black.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass, dude. And I got a Hank Hill ass. That's the weird thing too. Like my shirts are going up in the front. Okay, so they're going up like this, guys. Okay, and then my pants are going this way, and okay, and I can't. Yeah, yeah. I don't know where. It looks like my mom was my cousin or something. Like, you know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Well, let me take off my
Dude,
hat.
yeah, bro, I know. I feel bad. Like some of my buddies, I'm like, yo, it's all good.
Yeah. It's all
No,
right.
I hear the dude. Like when
Yeah.
the Grinch has like clothes on, it's like he don't really look that fat. But sometimes when you see the Grinch, it's like,
Yeah.
dang, the Grinch is kind of fat.
Yeah, man.
That's how I feel. At least I'm like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, damn, fuck.
100%, man. So what else is on your mind, man?
No, no, what I was about to tell you is so I got like I got a pretty decently full schedule coming up. So
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna try to do, I was kind of waiting to hear back from the Reds,
Hmm.
but I'm randomly just gonna go get my real estate license.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm just randomly
I
gonna go
mean, you
do it.
might as well with these connections you got. You're earning. Like the Reds
Literally, dude.
connections, people with money, that's a great place to sell houses and real
I'm
estate
like
too.
I'm like Derek off Step Brothers now. You know what
Yeah, I think
I mean?
I think I might. I was thinking about getting my life insurance license again.
Yeah, dude,
Well,
that's a
not
good one.
again. I can't say that. Act like I got it. I studied for the courses once. That's as close as I got. But it's
No, that's cool.
just so boring. It's
Yeah.
so boring.
I
Um,
heard the real estate stuff's like that too. Like I heard
yeah,
it's just like flashcards all
yeah,
day,
because
and
it's
it's like,
just a ton of laws. But what
yeah,
I don't understand is why you can't open book test. You know, because you can't open book test because you always have the reference in real life. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, yeah, like,
Yeah.
dude, Chat GPT, like, come on,
Yeah.
like,
Maybe you know what? It looks like I'm gonna pass it this time. Chat. I didn't even think.
yeah,
So my, that's how stupid I am, dude. I didn't even think about ChatGPT and cheating.
like, come on.
Like, okay.
Dude, I forget to use it all the time. I'm like, damn, why didn't
Yeah,
I fucking ask it that?
for
Somebody
sure.
will tell me, and I'm like, hey, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you, man. What time is it? 6:55. Okay. Well, I'm. You know what? How do you feel about this? You want to talk a little bit more, or do you want to save
Yeah,
some for next week?
what do you got coming up? Anything?
Um, I've got interviews coming up. I've got a couple. I'm getting booked more for the podcast, and they know that I do it on the Discord. Honestly, I think that's some of the appeal. Just because it
Yeah,
looks like regardless, somebody. I should really change that background. Like, anyway.
I'll work on mine too, or whatever.
Yeah,
But
whatever. I have the backdrop literally. Hold on one second. This is how lazy I am. It's right. It's literally right here.
oh, nice, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Okay, get it together,
I know.
Dane.
I
But
want to get like some cool props or something, like.
yeah. So
But
I'm still, and they're allowing me to get the wheat roats down. We're getting booked more. Expanding on these magazines. I'm negotiating with two different fight leagues down here, Vigilant and NBL, to kind of do some media coverage for them. And that means like highlighting individual fighters, capturing footage like leading up to fight nights and fight weeks, things like that. I'm trying to get them to put me on retainer. So again, it's just negotiation. But it is still wintertime down here. So maybe that link that I really might tap into that LinkedIn. But working on some music. Working on some music for that. The podcast is going. We're adding more chapters. I'm going to do another episode, a weekly or bi-weekly episode with Young Bambino.
okay, hell yeah.
You know him?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love
Dude,
him.
I've
Yeah.
been trying to link up with him, do like a video or something, but
Oh yeah.
we'll get around to it.
Yeah, I'll tell him to reach
He's
out.
cool
And
as hell.
then on the 11th, my single that I produced with Slick Bezel and Nash, Those Days, got picked up for the No Skips mixtape volume 1, brought together by Lady A, Dre's A Entertainment, and the Pressure Session.
Let's
So,
go.
Yeah, and apparently I got a pretty decent. I'm pretty decent in the order on that. That's got artists from St. Louis, Atlanta, Florida, Cincinnati, Kentucky on it. Shout out to her, man. She's awesome. She puts that together. She doesn't make any money, but she just loves this shit. So she does shit like this for us. But what I am really excited about is my face, and they updated. I'm now in the middle of the flyer and slightly bigger.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going on.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going on 2 billboards in the city to be on that
Let's
mixtape.
go.
So yeah, I know I upset some people last week, and you know what? I am sorry, but I'm not sorry. Not sorry. You're gonna see my face, regardless. Because cancel who? Cancel who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel
Cancel.
like if they got us canceled, more people would view than are already viewing. So I guess cancel
Right.
away. So that's a big achievement of mine. That's my first placement. I also just released a single called Punchline. It's an alt rock song with Grace Santana. That's available on all streaming platforms. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Go.
When I came down here to Florida, I was blessed with an opportunity that was basically essentially the same thing as when someone is brought into a think tank or an incubator, an entrepreneur incubator. They have just made my cost of living really low, so I could focus and build this with my best friend Ian, or my business partner, and I could just sit down and I could do the work. And I'm diving full into that. I'm full-time media. I'm full-time creating. So I'm trying to do anything. I want to do some personal things that I have the time as well. But I want to grow this business. I want to scale this business. I want it to continue to capture the cultural essence of events, people, place, and things. And yeah, so that's the goal all year. I want this shit like as bad as I can breathe. Literally, I know that's a cliche at this point, but this is all I'm doing. If you ain't really trying to do this, we could talk as friends. But this is what I'm trying to do, and I don't have the time for no negativity. Actually, I do like a little hating. It is motivating. It is motivating. But this aura is too strong, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So that's where we're at, man. I have a goal. I gave myself some goals. I want to fundraise or save $5,000 in cash through our Bread for Brands nonprofit, which is we literally bake homemade bread and teach people how to bake homemade bread so they can eat, and they can also sell it to make money. We use that to fund, and then other means through media jobs. I want to learn piano. I want to learn guitar. Yeah, I just want to continue to grow the business, and I want to stay clean.
Let's go.
Yeah. And Ian and I are both starting the LLC we gave ourselves by the end of March.
Okay.
Right. What were you going to say?
Dude, big shit.
Yeah,
No, man. I'm just congrats on all of that, man. That's some
Thank
New
you.
Year's resolution shit going on. I love that.
Yeah.
I do a New Year's resolution. The last 3 years, I've done one. And, every year, I've blown it out of the water.
Nice. What is it this year?
Number one's real estate license. That's, number one. But I kind of just have, kind of some more casual shit on there. Just, kind of spending a little bit more time with myself. Just, taking vacations, doing things like that. I've busted my ass the past, 4 or 5 years. I'm just... Last year I got to travel a lot, and this year I'm hoping I get to travel a lot too,
You want to come down to Tampa this year?
I definitely will. I'll be down in Tampa.
My birthday's at the end of February, if you want a target date, or I could see you there later in the year. It is nice. February is the start of spring break and tourist season down here, the end of February, because it's 85 plus.
Okay.
Yeah. So
actually, that might be fucking fun for you.
Yeah, dude, you go down the beach. It's crazy everywhere.
Oh,
it's
dude.
Crazy. Yeah.
I went down there when I was I went to Panama when I was 18 for spring break.
Yeah.
And I oh my God, man, I was a monster in those days. But yeah, that's another story for another time.
Yeah, I just don't think I have the cardio to be a full-on monster like that anymore. That's another reason I want to get in shape, dude. Just be up there winded, like Shane Gillis. Just let's just do belly to belly.
Dude, I freaking I like can still go pretty hard, but like
Yeah.
man, like what I will say is like back in those days I could pop up at in the morning time, be good the rest of the day, go do whatever I had to do.
It's the hangover
Nowadays
count.
I'm like I'm out all day. Like
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, the
Like,
hangovers.
I'm not good.
The hangovers are absolutely real. Absolutely real. Well, I would like I would like to continue this. I think we will. I'm going to get these clips already in, and we can kind of start trickling this out. But I feel like one element we should add, we should maybe be an accountability partner a little bit. Each week we'll check on each other's goals that we set. We'll add some new ones, and we'll have some more topics on here on the We Listen, We Judge. We have questions. Collaboration episode. I don't know, that part we'll work on how we'll do this. But yeah, we're just going to do this weekly. We're going to talk to people. These are just two guys with thoughts, and we have no one else to talk to them about, so we're going to talk to each other.
Two white guys cool with hella black people.
Yeah. I hope we continue to be, because it's nothing but love. I do feel like I got invited to that cookout, and at first somebody was like, I posted that, and I was like, I invited to the cookout, and they're like, just bring the drinks. And I didn't get it that I should be offended for like 2 hours. I was like, wait a minute. Nobody wants raisin potato salad? But now apparently I'm the sauce boss. So,
right.
Yeah, wigger who? Okay. All right, you want to say anything to the fans before they go? Tell them where they can find you.
If listen, everybody follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that. Casey Lacey. If you're going to be at opening day parade, shout me out. I'll be walking in the parade. I want to say what's up to you.
When is opening day parade?
I'll take a picture. I believe it's late March.
Yeah.
March 28th, maybe.
Dude, so can we? Oh, I have a fun thing. We can incorporate like some of your clips from that, like some of your funny or bloopers or stuff that doesn't make it. We can talk about it on this show.
Let's do it. I'm definitely.
I feel like there's a way we can do that. We can make that happen. I don't know if it'll be on
definitely,
but that'll be some funny shit. All right, my man. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in Opus because that's what Joe Rogan does. And I appreciate you, man. Have a great night.
Appreciate
Hang on
you.
for just a second. I'm just gonna turn the recorder off, and we're gonna keep talking.
All right.
That's a wrap, folks. Okay.